Well, I guess you guys saw the title and thumbnail. I am selling my dream shop, and I figured I'd go ahead and do a video because I know you guys are gonna probably have a lot of questions about why I'm selling the shop. I guess to fill you guys in case you're newer to the channel, I bought this shop back in, I guess about July of 2021. So it's been about 4.5 years since I bought the place. And then I spent about 2 years or so renovating the space, finishing the renovation in about July of 2023. I've been working in here for about 2.5 years now, and so I've really gotten a feel for what it's like to work in this larger space. And there are some great things about it, but there are some not so great things about it, and let's talk about some of those. So as some of you guys might know, I moved from my previous shop, which was about 1,200 square feet, into this shop space, which is about 3,000 square feet, give or take. And overall, it's been pretty awesome having a ton of space. And I think one of the most fun parts of the whole process was just figuring out where I wanted all my tools, doing all the layout work. I spent hours and hours in SketchUp figuring out how I wanted the workflow. But that being said, now that I've been in this space for, again, about 2.5 years of actually working in here, there are some negatives to having this much space. I think number one is just the amount of movement I have to do to get things around this shop. So something you guys might not consider is when you're making YouTube videos about woodworking, you're not just having to do the woodworking work, you're having to move things like cameras and lights. So pretty much every time I go from one tool to another, I'm not making that trip once, I'm making it 2 or 3 or 4 times because I got to move my camera and my light and get everything set up. And so in the course of a day, if I'm working on a project in here, I will do over 10,000 steps regularly inside this building. That is over 5 miles of walking inside, which is just a ton of wasted movement and really kind of wasted time because it means I'm just spending a lot of my workday just walking back and forth, moving stuff around, which obviously isn't great. Another problem with having this much space, at least for me, is that I have the tendency to fill up any space I have with stuff. And I think you've probably experienced this if you've ever moved from a smaller house to a bigger house. When you first move in, the house feels like you have just so much room and there's so much potential. And within a couple of years, you're probably bursting at the seams, needing to figure out different storage options and maybe even considering moving to a bigger space. And while having all of these tools is pretty fun, it's also a little stressful because I have to figure out, how do I store those tools? How do I maintain them? I have to worry about things like theft, fire, flooding, and this is not my house. I don't live here, so I'm not usually here on weekends and at night. And so I think that just low-level anxiety of having this much value of stuff sitting here has definitely added some stress and some gray hairs to my life. I think the biggest issue with having this much space though is that it doesn't really work with what I'm trying to do with this channel, which is to hopefully inspire you guys to make stuff and show you how to build those things. I think it can be really discouraging, especially when you're just starting out, to see somebody working in this large of a space with this many tools. And I can remember feeling that way when I was getting into woodworking, whatever, 12 plus years ago. I remember watching people like Mark at the Wood Whisperer and Frank Howarth and seeing those giant shops and thinking, man, I will never be able to build this stuff because I don't have those tools. And now fast forward to present day and I have become one of those people. And I'm not saying that there's any problem with having a bigger shop. And I think for people who really need this space for their business, that's great. But when I really stepped back and took a look at it, I decided that I don't really need this much space. And I think the thing that really helped to illustrate this and really got my gears turning was when I was working on my Jumpstart Your Woodworking beginner woodworking course. I decided, well, I don't want to show all of my fancy tools and workbenches and all that stuff because this is a beginner course. And so I built and filmed everything for that series in the very front kind of garage bay here at the shop. Spent 2 or 3 months working on projects up there, and it got me thinking, well, why am I paying for all of this space if I don't really need it? Let's take a second to talk about the sponsor of this week's video, Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, ready-to-eat meals right to your doorstep, which is great for those of us trying to eat a little better while also juggling a busy schedule. And when Factor reached out about sponsoring a video, I was super excited because my wife and I have been using Factor for years, and I've probably eaten hundreds of Factor meals at this point. Their meals are incredibly convenient since you don't have to cook like you do with a lot of other meal services. You just pop the meal in the microwave for a few minutes and you're good to go. And Factor meals were a lifesaver after my wife and I had our second kid. And they're also great for taking here to my shop since I don't have to do meal prep. I can just pop them in the microwave and I'm good to go. Factor meals make it super easy to hit specific nutrition goals, and they have meals for a ton of different diets, including calorie smart meals, high protein meals, and more. And you can choose your meals each week from over 100 rotating weekly options, including meals and salads, breakfasts, shakes, and more. So if you're interested in leveling up your health this year, head to factor75.com or click the link in the description below and use code CraftedWorkshopFB50 to get 50% off your first order and free breakfast for 1 year. Again, that's code CraftedWorkshopFB50 for 50% off your first order and free breakfast for a year. Thanks again to Factor for sponsoring this week's video, and let's get back to it. One of the other big reasons I've decided to sell the shop, and one of the big stressors associated with this shop, is the maintenance. So this building is over 50 years old, and when you combine the age of the building with the size of the building, it seems like there is always something to fix. You guys might remember the flood that happened here in the shop when the water heater froze and sprung a leak up in the unconditioned and uninsulated attic space. Unfortunately, my furnace is also located in that attic space, and I have battled with the condensate line on the furnace freezing up over the years of owning the shop, and when it freezes up, the furnace doesn't work, which means I come in here to work in the office space, for example, and if it's 50 degrees in there, let me tell you, it's not very fun to sit there and edit all day. And even right now, as we speak, the gutters on the addition are pretty much falling off the side of the building. It's another thing I had fixed somewhat while we were working on the renovation process. And I think when I bought this place, I figured that any of these types of issues would make for great videos and I could just do the maintenance as part of what I do. But that kind of work isn't really what I'm trying to show on the channel at this point. I'm trying to get back to doing the woodworking content that I started with. So I either have to end up doing this maintenance off camera in my free time, or I have to pay somebody to do it, which obviously gets kind of expensive. So thankfully, the decision to sell this shop is definitely not bad news. I bought the building at a good time. It's appreciated over the last 5 or so years. Obviously, I made a ton of improvements in here, so I should definitely be able to sell it for a profit, or I might lease it. It just really depends on the market, I guess, but it is listed for sale. So I'll put a link to the LoopNet listing in the video description below. Also, I'll put a link to my Facebook Marketplace profile down there because I've felt a little bit like a full-time tool salesman lately because I've been selling off a lot of the extra equipment so that I can downsize this shop into our garage. And so some of you guys might have already guessed that that is the reason I've been doing the garage renovation series. I am going to be working full-time out of our 440 square foot garage space, which I think will be a lot better suited to the types of videos I want to be making. And honestly, I considered setting up my shop in our garage when we moved into that house about 7 years ago now, but my kids were still really young at that point, so they were home all day with nannies, so it would have been kind of difficult to have to work around, nap time and things like that. Obviously, power tools are really loud. We also didn't have the tiny house at that point, and I'm planning to set up my office in the guest bedroom in the tiny house so that I can have a little bit of separation for when the kids are home from school on holidays and things like that. But now that both my kids are at school all day, I think working out of the garage is a lot more feasible, and hopefully it will be a lot more relatable to you guys because I assume that most of you probably work out of that kind of space. And actually, the #1 most liked comment on the first video as part of the garage renovation series was talking about just that. The guy was, obviously happy that I was able to buy and build out the dream shop, but he missed the videos when I was working in a garage space. And I think I kind of feel that too from a content perspective. I think moving back into a garage space just makes a lot more sense. And when I think about a lot of my friends who are very successful doing this kind of stuff, people like John from Lincoln Street Woodworks, Scott Walsh, and Michael Alm, they're all working in very small garage spaces. One of the other huge benefits of working out of our garage is that I will massively reduce my overhead. My costs for this shop, including my mortgage and utilities and insurance, are about $3,000 a month. So freeing up that money gives me a lot more options with what I can do with my business. And I think that's a really exciting thing. I could hire an editor. I could do all kinds of different things. So I think this just makes a lot of sense. And hopefully this move is something you guys are excited about too. So one thing I forgot to mention is that I will be doing another garage sale once I've kind of moved the tools I'm bringing over to my garage shop out of here. I'll kind of have a better idea of what is left to be sold, which I think there's going to be quite a bit of. So if you guys are interested in attending that, I'll do the same thing I did last time, set up a free ticketing system where you guys can register just so I know how many people to expect. And hopefully you guys will be able to come hang out and give this shop its final send-off. So as you guys can hopefully tell, I am really excited about this decision. I think it's gonna massively reduce the amount of stress in my life, and I really think this decision just aligns a lot better with the goals of this channel. So if you guys have any questions about anything I talked about, feel free to leave them in the comments. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Go ahead and get subscribed and ring the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos about setting up the garage shop. And last, if you're just getting started on your woodworking journey, check out my beginner woodworking course, Jumpstart Your Woodworking. All right, thanks for watching, y'all, and until next time, happy building.